When it comes down to it, Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg couldn't be more different. One delivering your shopping in 2 days, and the other trying to make your grandma join VR chat. But they've got one thing in common: ridiculous spending habits. Like the time Bezos spent $500 million to get a yacht, or when Mark dropped a whopping $100 million on a private vineyard. So who wins this round, Zuckerberg or Bezos? Well, buckle up as we dive into some of the craziest purchases these billionaires have ever made. By the way, if you like videos like this and would love to see more like it, then go ahead and give us a like and subscribe below. Let's start with real estate, because billionaires have the best pick when it comes to where they live. As for where Bezos lives, the Amazon guru has properties scattered across the US like breadcrumbs. There's Seattle, where he owns 8 properties worth a combined $190 million, including one with a 20,600 square foot main house. That's the size of a small shopping mall, which is kind of perfect for someone who literally built the world's largest online store, if you think about it. And when Jeff announced he was leaving Seattle after 29 years to settle in Miami, he didn't just buy one mansion on the exclusive Indian Creek Island. No, he bought 3. His first purchase was a casual $68 million waterfront estate. Then came the $79 million mansion next door, and finally a $90 million 6-bedroom beauty in an off-market deal. But Miami isn't his only playground. Nope. Over in New York City, he accumulated 4 units in a pre-war building for a total of $119 million. The building boasts everything from a golf simulator to a private movie room. And then there's California, which is home to the Warner Estate in Beverly Hills, a $165 million property steeped in Hollywood history. And let's not forget Hawaii, where he splashed out $78 million on a Maui mansion that's either a tropical retreat or a high-tech lair for world domination. And there's also the sprawling 165,000-acre ranch in Texas that doubles as the launch site for Blue Origin. Now over to Team Meta and the guy who gave us Facebook. Zuckerberg's Palo Alto compound was where it all began, a $7 million home he bought back in 2011. Over the years, he dropped another $43 million buying up the surrounding properties, presumably to ensure that no neighbors were within Wi-Fi range. After all, privacy is priceless, or let's say about $50 million. Then there's Hawaii, where Zuckerberg's real estate portfolio goes full billionaire. He owns 1,400 acres on Kauai, including untouched beaches and a plantation. Up in Lake Tahoe, he also has a $59 million waterfront compound with not 1, but 2 estates. But that's not all. He even owned a $10 million townhouse in San Francisco, which he sold, but not before giving it a $65,000 bathroom remodel. Yes, $65,000 for a bathroom. Come to think about it, what could a $65,000 bathroom even look like? Does it clean itself? Does it sing to you? Sadly, we'll never know. And then there's the mysterious Woodside property, sold for $29.6 million. Details about this one remain hush-hush, but come on guys, it's Mark. The guy always knows how to keep us guessing. Here's one interesting thing. Back in the 90s, Bezos cruised around in a Honda Accord. I mean, billionaire in a budget-friendly sedan? It was inspirational and relatable, and so, for years, the man was the poster boy for billionaire humility, and we all ate it up.
Okay. What's with the Honda? This is a perfectly good car.
But the humble card finally ran out, and fast forward to recent years, his garage now houses gems like a $4.8 million Koenigsegg CC-XR Chavita, a Bugatti Veyron Mansorti worth $3.5 million, a $3.4 million W Motors Lycan Hypersport, and even a $10 million Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. Safe to say, the Honda days are long gone. Meanwhile, like Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg's PR team has been working overtime to convince us he's just like us. You've probably seen the stories. Mark drives a $30,000 Acura TSX, or he's just like us. Yeah, right. Except the part of just like us they're not showing you includes secretly owning a $2 million Pagani Huayra, an Italian supercar that looks like something Batman would drive if Gotham had good Wi-Fi. So while Mark might dress like he gets a bulk discount on great t-shirts, like a lot of his other purchases, his garage tells a very different story. But cars are just the appetizer. Let's talk yachts, because Bezos doesn't just own a yacht, he owns the yacht, Koru, a 417-foot sailing masterpiece worth $500 million. Was once the world's largest sailing yacht. Fine, it no longer occupies that position, but you gotta admit that is mighty impressive. And get this, Koru has a $70 million support vessel called Abiona, carrying everything from ATVs to seaplanes. However impressive this is, let's not count Zuck out just yet. He went for a slightly less expensive one, a $300 million yacht called Launchpad. The yacht also came with the support vessel, the Wingman, which cost $30 million. Now, a lot of billionaires own private jets. At this point, it's practically a rite of passage. No lines, no TSA, just pure unfiltered luxury. But here's the kicker. While most people have just one jet, Jeff Bezos has 4. Yes, 4. 3, now that word on the street is that one of them has been sold, a 14-seater Gulfstream G650ER. This isn't just any jet though. It's one of the fastest in the world, and like other luxurious jets, it comes with a fully equipped kitchen, plush single chairs, high-speed Wi-Fi, a cabin, a meeting room on board, plus 3 26-inch HD LCD screens and one 17-inch HD LCD monitor. Basically, this jet is an office, a bedroom, and a lounge all rolled into one. But let's not forget, this is just one of Bezos' jet toys. He's got another G650ER in his fleet, plus a Pilatus PC-24. And if that wasn't enough, he splurged on the latest Gulfstream G700 just this past August, dropping $80 million for it. For a long time, Mark opted out of owning a private jet outright, but don't let that fool you. The guy who gave us Facebook isn't about to be stuck in airport lines, raking up to $20 million in 1 year alone chartering private planes. However, by 2021, he had a change of mind and decided to go with the popular choice for billionaires, a Gulfstream G650ER. Recently, word on the street is Mark has caught the jet fever and has acquired another one, this time a Gulfstream G700 for $80 million. So, for the longest time, Mark was the guy who dressed like he had a lifetime subscription to the clearance rack at Uniqlo. You know, the classic gray t-shirt, jeans, and sneakers combo. Practical, efficient, and about as exciting as a loading screen. But don't let the minimalist wardrobe fool you. Zuck's been stepping up his style game recently, swapping the tech bro haircut for a sharper look, and even throwing on an occasional chain. And if you missed the memo that Zuckerberg is officially in his luxury era, just check his wrist. And there was a time he was spotted wearing an ultra-rare Greubel 4C handmade 1 watch, a $900,000 timepiece. This masterpiece takes 6,000 hours to make. And get this, only 2 or 3 of these watches are produced each year. So yes, the guy might wear the same shirt every day, but this baby on his wrist can pay for a house, pre-tax. While Zuckerberg was out here picking up the ultra-rare watches, Jeff Bezos was taking a slightly different approach. Instead of strapping time to his wrist, he is deciding to preserve it. Literally. Back in 2018, the guy invested $42 million to construct a clock, which is buried inside a mountain in West Texas. This isn't your average wall clock either. It's powered by the Earth's thermal cycles and is designed to tick for the next 10,000 years. Because apparently Jeff wasn't content with just conquering e-commerce. According to him, the clock is meant to be a symbol of long-term vision and sustainability. But between me and you, that's just Bezos' way of saying, I'll still be relevant in the year 12,018. We know billionaires love their pets a lot. Taylor has Olivia Benson, Bill Gates has Oreo and Nilla. But Bezos, however, apparently doesn't like cleaning up, so he settled for a different kind of pet, a robot dog. No poop scooping, no vet bills, just a $75,000 AI-powered companion that probably listens better than Alexa. Our guy Mark, on the other hand, prefers something living like the rest of us mortals, and keeps it simple with a fluffy Hungarian sheepdog named Beast. Now that might be less impressive, but hey, at least Beast doesn't need a firmware update. Both billionaires have a taste for collectibles, but sometimes they take it to a whole new level. For example, Bezos spent $8 million recovering the engines from the Apollo 11 mission off the ocean floor. These iconic pieces of history are now displayed at the Smithsonian, thanks to his deep pockets. And back in 2013, Bezos decided to buy the Washington Post for $250 million. Why? Who knows? Maybe he wanted to shake things up in the media world, or just needed a new hobby. The funny part was that the man himself admitted that he didn't do much due diligence before the purchase. Got to hand it to him. That's some billionaire confidence right there. Meanwhile, Zuckerberg took a different route. He's bought rare ancient books and manuscripts, including a first edition of Isaac Newton's Principia Mathematica, which cost him around $2 million. And then there's his wine obsession. Mark bought a $100 million private vineyard in California. It's got sprawling fields of grapes, a luxury tasting room, and enough wine to last several lifetimes. So if Zuck's metaverse ever flops, at least he can drown his sorrows in Chardonnay. Oh, and let's not forget the time he dropped up to $12,000 on an e-foil surfboard, because even tech billionaires need hobbies. Although judging by his infamous sunscreen photo, he might have spent more on SPF 9000 than the board itself. So who's the king of crazy purchases between the both of them? Honestly, it's too close to call. Let's just say the jury is still out on this one.